Hello. Today I would like to complain a little bit about Fortmeier, and this is complaining on a very high level because those are the Fortmeier bipods are incredible. They are very high quality, top notch. But there's one thing that I would like to share with you that I currently became aware of after I ordered one. Now, this is my the first one that I got. It's the Fortmeier H184. I hope you can see the number. And this is for being mounted underneath the barrel. So I have, of course, this is not something you would normally put on an AR, but this is how it goes, okay? It's for demonstration purpose only, so you would clamp it underneath it and everything is fine and good to go. Now, one thing that you will notice is that this, if I take this out, the mounting adapter, that you can take this bolt out and put it on the other side, which will allow you to put this on top of a barrel, like so. Then, if you have a Fortmeier that it is designed to be mounted on top of a barrel, you can do it easily. I needed a second Fortmeier, and because they are hard to get, though, especially the 184, the numbers stands for the height of this bipod. Of course, it's adjustable. You can see this in my other review. Now, I ordered one that's capable of being mounted on top of a barrel, and I was, well, sure that I can mount it on bottom, because the same adapter comes with it. So I could just take the bolt out, put it on the other side, and I'm good to go. Now, it generally is the case, but the thing that, struck me, this thing is called I found it on a German website, it's called the bridge. I don't know if it's the English technical term, but let's call it the bridge. The bridge on the top-mounted bipod is slightly different. Now, on bottom they look identical. If we take a closer look, I hope you can see it, they are identical. But if we flip them around, there is one little difference. The difference is that here you have a bolt sitting on top, and which means that you have a hole in here that is countersunk. So you can, it's not exactly flush, but it hides inside of the bridge. Here we don't have it, which means that from the bottom, this handle is screwed in this bridge. So it's there is a thread now that we don't have here. Now, why is this? Because we need to be fair. And the reason for this is you cannot use a handle like this if you mount this thing on top of a barrel, while it would just, if we insert our adapter and we would like to put it on our AR, so it wouldn't fit, it would hit the barrel, right? Now, flipping this handle upside down would cause another problem if you mount it on top of a barrel. So I understand this bolt, because on top of a barrel it would be in the line of vision, in the line of, it would just be in your scope, so you wouldn't see anything through your scope. But what I don't understand is why not keep this solution and cut and insert for a nut. A nut that, instead of threading this thing, and this is a thread that it's not through. Making threads that are not through an adamant is more difficult. You need different thread cutters, you cannot go up to the end, and also you have a chance, of course this is, I assume, milled with a CNC machine, but if you do it by hand there's a risk that you either break your thread cutter or you go through the top and then you will see a bulge on top of it. So of course cutting something that would have a hexagonal shape is also not very simple, but I think with a small CNC cutter this would be doable. And then the good thing is you could use, depending on whether you need or whether you want to mount it on top, you could have here also a slightly countersunk insert. This insert is quite big, so there is space for it. I will take it out, you see. There is space, so you could do a countersunk into it. And this would allow you to use the same bridge for both uses. So on top or on bottom of your rifle. And I don't understand it while go through the trouble and do or design two bridges that to some extent change the way you have to operate it. Now this can be mounted on bottom like this. Probably if you use a flat bolt could be used on top of a rifle, but you should decide which one you buy beforehand. Now if you change the rifle or the way you want to mount it on your rifle, it's a little bit more troublesome, because you will have, if you have this and you want to mount it on top, you have to go for a different bolt. You cannot use this handle now, and you should find a bolt that has a very flat top surface, because there is not much room. Now here, once again, those pieces are not identical, because this has a thread in it, this doesn't. Now in my opinion it could have been solved differently, and I still consider Fortmeier to be excellent, great bipods, but I don't understand why they are not going the little bit more of effort just to make the bridge universal. I would assume it would be production-wise a much simpler process, because it would be just the assembly line where you would have to, depending on whether it's for top mounted or bottom mounted, you would just either add a bolt or this handle. You could also deliver, now Fortmeier bipods, this is my second one, they don't come with a special packaging. Maybe I just didn't get one, but I guess they are mainly built for companies that sold their rifles. I think the Steyr SG008 comes with a Fortmeier. So maybe they don't have a special packaging, but they could deliver them with a universal mount system, so that you could buy one bipod, and depending on the way you feel you want to use it at the particular day or at the rifle, you could either mount it on top and bottom, which would require just an additional bolt to be added. Now, to be honest, I don't think this handle is really necessary, because once you adjust it, you don't have to readjust it. Now here you don't even have the chance. You have to have an Allen wrench to do it. If you are somewhere on a shooting range, then you have to have an Allen wrench, which most people probably will have. But well, this is it. What I wanted to point it out. So be careful what you buy. I will keep this because it's a great bipod. Once again, it's complaining on a very high level. But in my opinion, this could have been solved slightly differently and made it universal. So you get one bridge no matter how you want to mount it, especially if we consider that this base was designed just this way. It's designed to be mounted either on top or on at the bottom. This is why there is a bolt that you can screw on either side. So once again, I don't understand why they didn't make the bridge universal. Besides this is all I wanted to tell you. Maybe one thing. I saw somewhere somebody advertising for this handle, I think, I don't know, $60 or something dollars, very expensive. Now this thing is a industrial made handle by the company KIP, KIPP, and I think it costs in the €5 or $5 range, something like this. I will try to find it and link the description. And add the link in the description so you can see. I mean, KIP is an incredible company. They have all kind of solutions for mounting stuff and to milling machines and that kind of things. But this handle is very inexpensive and it's high quality, so no need to buy it from a designated arms manufacturer. Just go to KIP and you will have probably one of the best available products on this planet. Okay, that's it for now. And I hope I gave you some insight for those who are wondering whether to buy one that's top mounted or bottom mounted. Okay, thanks. Bye.